Alright, everybody, this is Ober, and I'm here getting ready to play Flotsam. New game for me. It is currently out in early access, and we are going to jump in just shortly. Flotsam says sail, scavenge, and rescue survivors in a vibrant, floating city builder. Claim your drifters across the endless garbage sea to uncover soaked ruins, rusting factories, and stories from the old world. Original release date says 2019, September 2019, but it says it's in early access, so maybe it's been in early access since then. That is a long time. But we're playing it on PC. I'm gonna move some screens around so I can see what I'm doing. Gonna check and see. It says controllers support it, so we'll see about that. Let's go into options and controls, maybe. Looks like it picked up my control. There we go. All right, cool. All right, let's check some things here real quick. We are doing an English thing. All that stuff. For now. We might turn the music down if it gets too loud. I'm listening in my headphones, but I know sometimes the audio comes out differently for you guys, so... graphics quality low. Very low. Let's go high. And apply. And we'll start there and see how that looks. And I do not know. We're going to play the tutorial. I do not know if my controller will actually work in the game, so we'll see. If you know me, you know that controller gameplay and keyboard is not really my favorite. Keyboard and mouse gameplay is not really my favorite. I do prefer a controller. Well, that's it. Then, Captain. Garbage floods washed away our village. Good thing we have our ship to make our escape. Let us not sink into despair. Let us not sink into despair. Let's ride this wave and stay afloat. Whoa, whoa. Sorry. I hit the mouse. Sorry. Oh. Alright. Let's ride the wave and stay afloat. We're going to survive. No, we're going to thrive. Alright. You can use L to look around, R to zoom in and out. Rotate the camera left and right. You can click R to recenter. I like that. Onto the town heart. You can access different features via the D-pad. Press and hold to open up the build menu. That's down. Various menus left and right, or change overlays left. Various menus right. Hold up to change the game speed. Okay. All right. We should transform our boat into a floating community. Today we start rebuilding our civilization. So Flotsam Roof. What's up? First time chatter. Celtite. Welcome in. Welcome in, Celtite. Hello. Hello. Very long hello. Love it. Welcome in. I'm playing Flotsam. My name is... I go by Ober, but I also go by Jai. And I am primarily an indie streamer, though I do play a lot of things. PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Quest 3, and anything I can find. But I get to review and play a lot of games. And thank you for joining. Play a lot of games on stream. Mostly just working through my backlog, but then I've made some awesome friends with developers over the years. Probably about 8 years now. I've been reviewing some games, and then recently picked up streaming and trying to get back into regular streaming nights. And there is JT. Welcome in. JT is one of our first people to have joined the J Oberlonk streams, along with Storm Chaser. Welcome in, Storm Chaser. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. So glad to see you. I hope you're having a great night, JT and Storm and Celtite. And it looks like we've got another first-time chatter, Pajama Jwada. Pajama Jwada. Welcome in. This is awesome. We've got some new people, and we've got some great old friends that have been around. Guess who's starting their new job tomorrow? It's not me. I don't know much about Celtite, Storm Chaser, and Pajama Jwada. Sorry, gonna mess that one up. We'll call you Pajama. But I'm guessing it's you, JT. Did you get the job? What are you gonna be doing? That's awesome. I am super stoked. Glad to hear about it. I know that it's been something like the last, I don't even know, 3 months now, maybe more. You've been looking for a job, so awesome to hear. I'm glad that you're able to. I did it again. I moved the mouse because I wanted to move my water, and that's probably going to be that's time number 2. So if you want to keep track of that. Anyways, I'm trying to jump back in. Yes, I did, and I start tomorrow doing customer service. Awesome. Awesome. Well, like Storm Chaser said, congratulations, clickety clack of the wine glasses. Sorry to hear that, Celtite. Not sure if you're looking for work or all that jazz, but hopefully you can find something soon too. JT, I know him in real life, and he had just a rough go with a place that went bankrupt and closed up shop, and kind of like really all of a sudden, and just been praying and looking for work, and finally found something. So that's awesome. We celebrate with you, JT, and Celtite. I know your first time chat and you're 3 messages in. We also hope and pray that you find a job as well. So all that being said, because I came on stream and then I got just hit with messages and new guests. Again, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you guys are having a good night or good day. I don't know where you're at, but it is nighttime here. I typically stream, just for those of you that have just joined for the first time, I typically stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, roughly like 6 p.m. Eastern time, and it kind of depends, like 8, maybe 9 o'clock at the latest. Not always for those 3 or 4 hours, right? Math? Nope, 2 or 3 hours. But I try to get in and get a lot. An EUer. I know some European Union folk. So, like 12:30 a.m. 0 dark 30. I know some EUers. I help to review games for Rapid Reviews UK, and maybe that's how you found me. I don't know, Celtite, but I've got some great friends over there, primarily in like the London. I know one guy's in the London area. There's a few others all around. So, well, that was a lot of early rambling, and I am recording for this game. So the developers, publishers. Oh, okay, cool. Saw the game on Steam and checked if anyone. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, this game has been out, I guess, for a while in early access, and I was sent a review code by the developer, and so I'm gonna try and get into it. And right now I'm just playing through the tutorial, and there's a lot of like messages on this sidebar, so I'm gonna start reading through those. And sometimes I like to read out loud. Sometimes I give voices to the characters in the game, just to make it fun, and all that. So welcome in. Feel free to ask questions. I will try to see them in a timely manner and reply back if there's things. So feel free to ask me anything. And that goes for you too, Storm and JT. I know you guys are often chatty and asking me anything. But yeah. All right. So flotsam refers to resources floating in the ocean, which can be salvaged by either placing a little swimmer marker or the boat marker. Boat marker requires a boat. To start salvaging, target a patch of flotsam and press A. You can then choose preferred salvage method. Awesome. So, but first, what should we christen our new town? Oh, we get to name this thing. Uh, how about J Town? Anybody opposed? Raise your hands. Give me a suggestion. But I think we're going to start with J Town. Or Oberton. Ooh. What do you like? Or what if we just name it J Town or Oberton? Like, that's the full name. Like J Town. We got one vote for J Town. Oberton. I kind of like Oberton. What about... All right, Pajama says Overton. How about Joberton? So, fun fact, little short story on where my like nickname stuff came from. So, um, okay, I like that. We got another vote for J Town because JT is happy with the new job. So, all right, all right, J Town. And I knew, honestly, like I knew Storm was gonna come in with, uh, with a J Town because he always calls me Jay. Um, so real quick on the nickname thing. So I'll just be straight up. My real name is Jonathan, and I was always Jonathan growing up and in school. Whenever there was multiple Jonathans or Johns or whatever, I always took on Jonathan. Okay. At one point, that just got shortened to J, and it was just like the letter J. But when I went and made like gamer tags and different stuff out there, I did JAY. Yeah, it does look a little like the game Rafts cell tight. I think you're onto something there. You'll see, from what I understand, this game more or less takes the boat as the central hub, and then you kind of build off of it. A floating town, but Raft Town, which is funny because near here there is a Refton, which I believe comes from a combination of that. But I also could be wrong. Could be somebody's last name. Anyways, so at some point in like high school, my nickname just became Jay, and then because of my last name Ober, it sometimes was called like Jober, Jober, or J Ober, or some combination of that. And that's kind of how my nickname went. So, all right, we're gonna stick with J Town in honor of JT getting his job and starting that tomorrow, and put to vote by Celtite and Storm Chaser with emphatic yeses. So, sorry, Pajama. We can't all win, but hopefully we'll win together. All right, here we go. We're going to start our adventure. J-Town, huh? Perfect. The future is ours. Indeed, the future is ours. Hey, next time I'll let you name, you know, if you're on a stream and I get to name something, I promise you, I'm not on camera right now, but I'm doing Scout's Honor. Scout's Honor, Pajama. I promise you, you will get to vote on the name of the next thing that we stream. Okay? Deal, deal? Deal, deal. All right. Now that we christened our town, let's go over some of the basics. First, try to move your view using L. Okay, we did that. And I'll zoom in and out. Whoa. Man, you get really, really far and really close. And there's a lot of trash. And we can move. Cool. All right, moving around. Okay, this is actually really smooth. Deal. I love it. Pajama deal. The only thing I will say that if I start playing Nintendogs again, I do have to, just for historic reasons, name my Dalmatian, if I get one, Snoopy, after my Dalmatian when I was growing up. Otherwise, you can name all of my dogs, or at least the first one. So, might be jumping back into that one again because I've got my 3DS up and running at the college where I get to work and run an esports club. That is one thing I do get to do. The town is like just there and sunken. All right. Sorry. Now I'm distracted. Okay, time is your hands as well. If you want to speed things up or need a moment to think, you control the game speed with up. Oh, you just hold up and then we can go super fast, a little fast, normal, and pause. Okay. Okay. Select. Okay. Town Heart, ready for use. Also, Pajama, we're friends. You have a Dalmatian? What is your Dalmatian's name? I hope it's not. Well, it's cool if his name is Bob, or like Ralph, or like Jason, you know, some like human name. Pixel? I don't know if you can send pictures via whispers on Twitch, but I need to know what Pixel looks like. It is adorable. Oh, I'm supposed to pause. Hold on. I'm supposed to pause time. Boop. Okay. Open your tutorial page. Open tutorial pages. Could you be more specific? Just imagine the cutest. Okay, my dog Snoopy was like a major, like he was sometimes just a pain in the butt. Sometimes just a pain in the butt. I don't understand what open tutorial pages. Am I missing something because I'm not quite in? Oh, there's a little bit of the. This happens sometime. Hold on one second. Because I'm in windowed mode. Great game. Stuck 2 minutes in. Hey, cell tight. That happens. No, sometimes what's an issue is because. Let's see if this fits. Ooh, I don't like that. No, cancel that. Because I'm in windowed view so that I can see my Twitch stream easily. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Don't be in full screen. Windowed. 1920, 1080. X. Because I'm in windowed mode, sometimes I can't see the bottom of the screen. Because my, like... I don't like to hide my toolbar. Okay? Okay. Here we go. Open tutorial page. Okay, well, we figured that out. Research panel. Tutorial pages. Found them. What about that house with the question mark? I mean, that could be it. Let's back out of this real quick. Hold on. X. Down. Down? No, I don't think that's it. There's definitely a lot of things here. Okay, how did I do that again? I went here. Okay, so that's the right button. And then tutorial pages. I do like Celtite, how quick you were to think about the question mark house thing. Okay. So I'm in the tutorials. Okay, time's in your hands. Well, if you want to speed things up, control the game. Okay. Can I just... Okay. Maybe I did need to do that. I did need to speed it up. Celtite, you're so smart. Just got here. Smartest person in the room. Oh, wait. Sorry, that was Pajama that made that. Then Celtite gave the instructions. Well, first the joke about being stuck, which... Storm Chaser will tell you that happens a lot. Sorry. I was mixing... Pajama told me to speed up, which I did. And then you were like, hey, check the house with the question mark. All right, nice. You've picked up the controls quickly, but we didn't. No reason to be, huh? I just got you mixed up. All right, if you ever need to revisit the basics or need additional information on something, you can always consult the tutorial pages. You can use them by navigating through the panel or using the notification. Oh, wait. Okay. Cool. Thank you, not case. Not case. All right, let's get started on building our floating community. Let's please do. To do this, we're going to need some stable footing. Let's salvage some of that floating plastic over there. Start salvaging. Target a patch of flotsam. Press A. You can choose your preferred salvage method. Okay. Are we... oh wait. Why are we... Okay, now I'm stuck in just play. Why can't I... Oh, there we go. Okay. So we just place a buoy marker, swimming marker. We want to get the most. It's like 16. We're still gonna have to like get all this, so let's just get all that. All right. You can increase the number of drifters that can salvage there, or expand its salvaging radius by selecting the buoy marker. Okay. So I can select the buoy marker, and then I can put more people. How many people? I don't know how many people I have. But they seem to be doing alright. Okay, so just send... Right now I'm just sending everybody. Alright, so then we need to salvage a floater. I wonder if you can send two buoys out. Like if I put that there, and then... Awesome. You can use the salvage floaters to extend and build your town. Use down to open the build menu, then select the plastic walkway. Alright. Plastic walkway. Try to build a plastic walkway. Place it at the starting point. Then move your cursor to the desired end point. Sure. I don't... Okay, that's as far as I can build. To extend further, you'll need to repurpose plastic waste into floaters. Okay, you can do that at this plastic workshop. Let's build one. Okay. Plastic... workshop. Okay. Plastic workshop. Okay, I wonder if it's smarter to put it here or to put it out here. The game didn't really tell me. Let's go here. Okay. So you just come in, dumping in some plastic, and I'm gonna start building. So this kind of reminds me a little bit of like building like a fort. I don't know anybody growing up ever built a fort. For the extended town, we need to repurpose. Oh, that's the... Oh, so that's the rewind. Okay, so I can rewind. Well, while he's doing that, why don't we go get that trash? Oh, I need to... Sorry. I have to do that. So like, it is a city builder game, a floating city builder game. Am I right? Oh, that one dude just took. He's just gonna carry it all. Produce floater. Okay, so nope, that's not that button. That's this button. And then I need to produce a floater. Select it so production can begin. Make floaters, queue the desired amount with the plus. Okay, so +1. I need to make 3. I like the... I don't know if there's like going to be combat with like other floating cities or like what the main build objective is going to be, but I like the visuals of how, for instance, these little floaters that we're making, they're like bound up by like bungees or cords or something, and then they're all just sitting here helping. So I wonder if we can start moving. But oh, he's like stockpiling them, kind of like right there. But they're just building them. Very cool, very creative. And it looks like over here, so I've got Notcase, Halebutt, and Jumble. And floaters got one more. Can you leave and come back to the town? Yeah, so like I can like go way over here and zoom out, like, and then I can hit R to snap back to my town. So that's at least something I can do. Alright. We saw it do the production. This isn't the right building, Captain. Please select plastic workshop. Now that we can make floaters, we're one step closer to creating our floating community. For the next step, we'll need more resources. Can the big boat leave? I don't know, because I like attached it as a walkway. That is a great question, Storm. I'm playing the tutorial. I'm learning just as you are. Also, there will be ads in like a minute and 20. I'll try not to do too much, but I want to just keep moving. Just so you know, Cell Tight and Pajama, if you're still around. A lot of times lately, I don't talk during commercials. Try not to do too much gameplay, just so you guys don't miss anything. Okay. For the next step, we'll need more resources. Let's explore our surroundings and see what's out there. You can reach new destinations by moving your town across the map. Open it by pressing the map button. Okay. Ooh. Pajama's still here. Yay. Welcome to the map. Here you can explore the world and move your town to another location. You can use A to accelerate and steer. Okay. Move backwards, press X. Okay. Moving requires eel electricity. When your eel electricity is low, drifters will use the town's heart crank. The town heart's crank to refill it. Let's head to that patch of floating wood over there. It seems ideal resource building to build sturdier constructions. Okay. Great. Now that we're here, you should close the map. Close the map. Whoa! Okay, so a couple questions, or a couple things answered. Storm. It looks like the whole thing just moves. Our little floating city. Which is cool. So I guess at some point we'll be like this floating city tank. Okay, we've arrived at our destination. When you return from your map, your view will match your location you were looking at. This makes it easy to look around and inspect locations. And that is one wet wad of wood. Let's salvage it and process it into refined resources. Okay then. Let's go get that. I'm kind of curious if I need to, like, you know, I feel like we could maybe make some more floaters. I know you guys are in an ad, but there's a whale thing. Okay. Okay. I get that, cell tight. Sleeping is good. Sleeping is good. Alright. With wet wood needs a lot of work because we need to build it. Let's start by building a manual dryer. That's not it. Dryer. Manual dryer. There's dry woods. We're now drying the wood. That's kind of cool. Hello there, Blocker J. I don't know if you are also in an ad break, but welcome in. Welcome in. You just missed. It was a whale. I don't know where it went. It was a whale swimming. And it was really cool. This is Flotsam, a game that I am getting to play. Hope you're doing well, Blocker J. Welcome in. The Automods have caught. For best viewers. Yada yada yada. Thank you, Automod, for catching that chat. Alright. We are producing dry wood. We are currently... Man, that is a slow process. It's a slow process. So we got 2. We're gonna need to make some more. I wish you could do high priority. Very high priority. Alright, let's keep an eye on that. So while that's waiting, what else could we do? Can we go maybe get some more wood? Let's use it to build a sawmill and start crafting wooden planks. Oh. Alright then. Oh. Oh, that's... I see. Put some down. Alright, so... I'm gonna keep doing that. Sawmill. So the one weird thing here is that I'm holding down with my left hand, and then you kind of move with your right trigger through these. Sawmill takes up a little bit of space. But I think let's just put the sawmill right next to the drying area. And then let's build that. We'll get working on that. We're on day 2 report is available. So Blocker J, you came in late. Not late, you know, you came in when you came in. Wizard is never late, you know. That's precisely what he means to. I'm not saying he's a wizard, but Blocker J is pretty magical. Anywho, we got some new friends joining us tonight. We also had some great news. JT the Gamer, well, Jay the Gamer, but JT, he got a job starting tomorrow. Yeah, precisely when you intend it. Exactly. He's a wizard. So, some great news. We also learned that Pajama has a Dalmatian named Pixel. And because JT agreed with J-Town, we are now working on J-Town. And Pajama will get to name the next thing on stream whatever that may be. Whatever that may be. All right, we gotta produce some wooden planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. All right, and we're still drying wood. We still need to dry some wood. So that's on number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That should put us all through. That's a very high. And then this one, let's set that as high as well. Getting flotsam. Or getting, what was that guy's name again? Not Case. Hellebutt and Jumble. Those are our crewmates. So we're just playing through the tutorial here. I got a review code for this early access preview build. Oh, I didn't even realize the boat had our name on it. Dude, I love it when games had little stuff like this. Like, I played Pikmin 4 recently-ish. Like, finished it, when it came out. That might be a year ago now, now that I think about it. Anyways, beat that game, and at the end of it, it was like... It, like, put my Switch username at the end. It was like, thank you, Jay Ober. I was like, aw, it's so cool. I love it when games do that. It's like, kind of cool and meaningful. I like the little animation that's going on here with the little, like, homemade saw blade thing. Alright, we made wooden planks. Let's get ourselves some homes. Yeah, I was like, where are these people sleeping? Build homes for your drifters. Well, we're calling them drifters now. It looks like I might need some plastic. We won't have enough to make floaters, so we need to go find... We need to go find some plastic. And found plastic we did. Alright, so everybody's got a job in Flotsam. We need to build some homes for our drifters. Gather up all those plastic bits. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. 3 more of those. And then we can start building a home. Solo tents. I feel like we could do like 3 tents just side by side here. I don't know if they really want to live right next to... Actually, let's do this. I feel like a balance is necessary. Like, you don't want to necessarily work... Oh, I was going to build that one more. Alright. Build that right there. And then we still need to get that piece. Alright, so we got a lot going on here. It looks like they're also maybe getting hungry. I don't quite understand the top menu. So far the tutorial hasn't really told us that stuff. But visually, here's where I'm at, because I know Storm always likes the initial thoughts. Visually, I like the style. I like you see them picking up things. You see them, in this case, tossing the plastic in here to make the floaters. And you've got the saw going on. You've got the wood drying going on. Still got a piece of floaty stuff there. I don't know if this is floaty stuff too. Should probably take care of that. But like, we're gonna build houses. Oh, you know what? Does it let me a shoddy home for 2 drifters? Okay, so we just got to build singles at this point. Got all that. We've got the... We still need 1 bit of wood. Are we still trying to build... We are still trying to build some of those so we can build the 3 houses in. So let's do... So I don't know, like... Still need some drift stuff. So let's go back in here. Just trying to see if I can get both. Yes. Oh, it didn't put us close enough. Alright, well, let's go backwards. I guess you really have to be on it. Yeah, you really have to be on those, so makes sense. So we'll get some more of that going. Nope. Think? Yeah, we don't have any of that. So we will need more. Oops. Wrong button. And while they're doing that, we need 2 of the plastics. That last little bit. So I do wish, I mean, I guess here under... I was trying to think of this top menu area in the tutorial here. It's not really telling us what all those are for. Drifter needs water and food to survive. Alright. So we do need... Once we get this last home... Those guys are all done. All right, so let's find. I don't know what that is. Now that we. And it looks like we may have pushed some of the building materials. Alright, there we go. So we get 1 guy working on that. And then we'll get another guy taking care of the rest of this trash. Actually, Make a loop. And then let's do. Let's just get the house built. So I really like the animation. I'll go back to the thoughts so far. Like the animation, like the unique art style. Really digging just kind of the. I also like that the game. Drifters are with a home are happier. Awesome. Yeah, I was kind of wondering where they were sleeping. That's why keeping your drifters happy is essential for a thriving town. Select a drifter to check their morale, regularly to stay on top of their needs. And you know what would really make me happy? Finding more stuff. I mean, people, obviously. Let's open the map and see what's out there. Yeah, then look what's on the horizon. Show me? Whoa. Do you know that the game is only... What? Only in the top left corner? Hold on. I did not know that. How about... How come somebody said anything? Oh, you know what? When I switched... views... It probably messed it up. And you know what? Let's, Haha. You thought you were seeing things. It's because I had switched to a different screen size. Yep. Yep, that's what happened. Okay, sorry. We need to go and find people. So, let's go do that. Let's go do that. What is... What is this? Can we pick this stuff up? Gather the resources. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I don't know what that is, but it was on my way. It's like kelp. Dude, look at that. Like, even the underwater thing. Pretty cool. Okay, so has the view been fixed? Has the view been fixed? Hey. Yes. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Let's get on our way over here. We're here. There's the map. Oh, my boy. Look at that old church. A relic of the old wood, weathered but still standing after the flood. Let's select it. The old church. There we go. In this panel, you can give various orders. Issue the order to scout to get a better view of the surroundings. Okay. Alright. Can they scout? Maybe he is starting to scout. Oh, there he is. Alright. Move to the wall. He's scouting. Okay. So that's curious. See the entire region now. Show me. Alright. Got a lot of things going on. Alright, let's check it out. Explore the landmarks and gather what you can. Let's use this town. Let's turn this town into a warm and welcome home. Okay. wanted me to go salvage some wood junk. But I also need... okay, so let's do this. Let's go get the wood junk. And then we want to move to the rural ruins and move to the supermarket leftovers. And we should dry those as well. And then once those guys get on, let's go get this wood. I like how snappy it is to go and pick stuff up. I wonder if the salvage the wood junk is actually at the rural ruins. I don't like saying that. You guys say rural ruins without it sounding like roar. I should also go over there and get all that flotsam. So what do we think? Storm Chaser, are you still here? I kind of miss your paragraphs. I feel like you haven't written an essay yet tonight. Maybe you're busy with the family, and that's a-okay. Family time is good time. Hopefully. So I'm gonna reverse and then just make sure. Oh, at least I left some wood over there. It also looks like we are getting hungry. We should probably not putz about a bit and work on food, and we can get a salad spinner, and we need some more planks. So let's go ahead and get that. I don't want them hungry. I don't want them hungry. But so far, this is like super chill. Like, I don't know if there's going to be more management, I don't know if there's combat. That's one thing that's a current unknown for me. Which is okay. I don't necessarily need my post-apocalyptic world games to have those kinds of things. That's the rural ruins. All right. I also feel like we got the flotsam back there, but it's like, you actually didn't. Okay. Moldy, decrepit junk from days gone by. Beautiful. Oh, this is what I needed to go get. Oh, well, we learned. Let's recycle it into scrap first, then turn it into something useful. Let's do these two things. Seems like a good thing to do. And we can also make a salad spinner. What in the... That was not what I thought a salad spinning was going to be. Oh, he's turning the crank to power us up. We need to start building stuff because we have 95 times 95 of 100. Oh, stink. There's a choir event tonight at the... I even posted it in my Discord. Even shared it. Oh, man. Hold on, I gotta look at something. Announcements. What time is that? I totally just got a message about the choir. It's in 10 minutes. Okay, well, we're gonna do this really fast. So this is Flotsam. This is a very early look at it. I have an obligation at the school that I obviously forgot about because it's in 10 minutes. So, I'm gonna head over there. I love you all. Flotsam folks, this is part 1. I will be back to play this game because it is awesome. At least what I played so far. I think you're doing a great job. But this is Ober, and I'm speeding away out.